All right, guys, first things first, we admit that we have a problem. That's where everything starts. We admit we have a problem and that what we're doing isn't working in our lives, that this addiction has railroaded us. Whatever your addiction might be, if it's sex, pornography, if it's a substance, an upper, a downer, electronics, anything, you name it, we can be addicted to all kinds of things. And once we admit that that is causing an issue in our lives, then we allow God to come in and do things for us. 2 Corinthians 12, you can find where the Apostle Paul says, when I'm weak, I'm strong. And what he's trying to tell us is that when we admit that we are not capable of whooping this on our own, when we admit that we are not going to be able to solve this in ourselves, that we finally come to the end of ourselves, that's when God and His grace, His ability and power that we didn't earn working in our lives can come in and start to do a work in us and start to set us free. And that's the beautiful thing, is when we admitting that we can't do it is not something to be ashamed of, because that's when we really are at a point where we can find help. And so that's a beautiful thing. That's the first step that we get to. One thing that I would encourage you to do is quit trying to do it in yourself, because I know personally, I thought if I found a better drug dealer, or if I found a better job, or if I made more money, or if I just cut back on how much dope I was using every day, or if I just told myself I was only going to do this much, and as soon as I told myself, you're going to do this amount, well, I ended up doing double, because that's the way my natural person wanted to do. And anytime you tell yourself to cut back on something, watch out, because in yourself, you're going to end up doing way more than you ever expected. You know, just try telling yourself, I'm only going to get one hamburger, and next thing you know, you're going to eat 3 and feel guilty about it. But through the power of Christ and His Word, we can fight those things, and then we're not doing it in ourselves. We're allowing God to do a work in us, and that's where the chains get broken. Thank you, Jesus. So I just want to encourage you today. This video is just basically an introduction. First things first, we admit we have a problem. In some later videos, we're going to get into how, the steps that we take after that to start to work this problem out, get rid of this problem called addiction, which is plaguing our nations. And so I'm going to do everything I can to give you these truths that have set me free. I was addicted to everything you could imagine, uppers, downers, all kinds of things. August 16th, 2009, I was completely set free. Thank you, Jesus. And so I'm just going to share this treasure trove of answers with you, and I look forward to going on this journey with you. And if you dig in and you listen to what answers I have found, it will truly change your life. I believe that. And I will always leave you encouraged and lifted up. I promise you that. And if nobody's told you they love you today, I love you. And we'll see you on the next one.